Hello YouTube, this will be a quick video related to the Excel Checkbook for small business and making some customizations to the report screen. Here on my screen I have just some sample transactions for several months of the year, and under the report screen we've got the options to filter those different things based on the type, particular register, different categories, etc. And of course, anytime I've added a data, I do want to click on the refresh data button to ensure that I'm seeing all the current things. But what if you wanted to get a little more granular or detailed, where you can see the expenses for a particular vendor, a particular area, for example, Amazon or your electric company, etc. So we're going to take a look at how to customize the pivot table that is here on the report screen. Now when you click your mouse into any of the cells of this table that's here, you should then see menu choices for Pivot Table Analyze and Design. Under the Pivot Table Analyze choice, there's a button for Field List, and when you activate that, you see all of the available fields that can be part of the current, in this case, income and expense report. Now what we'd like to do is make use of the Payee description field, where we can perhaps look at, again, Amazon, electric company expenses across a particular period of time. So ideally, we want to add that to the filters area. However, when I click, drag, and try to put that in the filters box, I'm going to get this error about this action will overlap the pivot table. Do you want to replace? I'm going to say no to that question. What I want to do is just get an extra blank line. So the easiest way is if I point at that row 9, at least in this case, it's going to be that blank line in between this title and this first green header. I'm going to do a right click on that row 9 and tell to insert, and that's going to give me an extra blank line. That should do it. Your results might vary, but now when I click back into this pivot table and try to drag the payee description down to filters, after several seconds, it should do it, where I now see this option here at the top, Payee Description All. Now that I've got this extra field here, I'm going to go ahead and close this pivot table field screen so it's not cluttering my screen, and give this a try. So here in the Payee Description, the little drop down right there, I can choose from the list that appears, or I can even just type in like the word Amazon, for example. But I'll go ahead and just click on Amazon. Click OK, and I see that at least for the year 2025, I had 2 different purchases for Amazon in those particular months, and I see those subtotals that are there. I'm going to go back to this little drop down here and choose a different one. I'll choose this pretend electric company, Duke Energy, and I see what my utility expenses were across the different months of the year. All right, now maybe I'd like to see that charted. And that's not hard to do. We just have to be careful about where we put the chart. So again, as long as my mouse is on this pivot table somewhere, we can go up to the Pivot Table Analyze menu choice and look for a button called Pivot Chart. So we'll click on that, and then we've got choices of column charts, line charts, etc. I'm going to go with the column chart. Click OK, and it very quickly just plops that chart right on the screen. Now I probably want to get this somewhere out of the way, so I think I might kind of shift it over here to the side. Now again, I have to be careful about where I put this, because as the default income and expense report continues to grow with more months, it's going to run right into my chart here. So maybe that I just want to kind of put it way over here to the side, just to be able to see that. But now with that chart in place, again, if I go back to my little drop down here and pick a different choice, I should see that that chart will also automatically update, with whatever my current filter is on the Payee description box. You also might want to customize some things that are here. This chart's a little bit crowded looking, so when I do a right click anywhere on that box, or actually just a plain old click is a little bit better, plain old click. And what we'll do actually, go visit this pivot chart analyze choice here, and then there's an option for field buttons. And if we click on this lower part of it, we're seeing that it's, we're currently showing all these different things. Legend field buttons. If I turn that off, that kind of cleans that up. Show axis field buttons. That turns that off. So it just kind of helps to clean up as you might like it to be. Do keep in mind that here with this filter, if we go back and choose all so that we're seeing, everything, your chart will get a little bit crowded there and potentially not too easy to read. So that chart probably is best for when you are filtering on either a particular payee description or even a particular category of items. So for example, if I were to go to, let's say, supplies and click on that, then I am seeing in my chart there with the graphs by month for different supplies. So hope this is helpful.